What is up? We are back with the Reboot Roundtable, as you know, a 20 to 30-minute podcast where three friends with varying expertise discuss just some things we want to talk about, mainly reworks, reboots, or just, reimaginings of titles. I am Jay Bailey, your current host for today, followed by Tyler the Absolute G. What is up?
Tyler?
What is up? And
Tyler?
with Tyler, we are also followed by Connor Will.
Hey, I'm actually here. I don't know where Tyler is. That's a little concerning.
Tyler getting scorked by the Bork, but
I'm here. I don't know what happened with my mic, but I fixed it.
just like my ex.
What?
I'm deeply alone. Not kidding. That was a Connor joke.
That's a very me joke.
I don't know. You should be offended by that I said that's a Connor. Stop.
Oh, this is already a great start to a great episode. I can already tell.
For everybody's knowledge, because Connor can't hear the soundboard thing. While Jay was talking, I just started clicking the quack button over and over and over again.
Oh, so if you hear me start screaming, just understand I'm getting ravished by avians.
Whoa, I hate that phrasing. So what are we talking about today, Jay?
Right, the podcast. So what I'm going to be approaching to you all is I want to talk about Godzilla. Boom, boom, boom. You ever heard of that? Y'all know anything about Godzilla? What do you know about Godzilla?
The monster that goes. Oh, my mic peaked.
Oh, you're really close. I gotta hear from Connor as well.
Right. So I know a lot of cultural osmosis about Godzilla, and I've seen clips of the original movie, and that's about it. I've read a couple comics he showed up in.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Huh? Oh, never mind. I know what you're talking about. Sorry, that took me a second.
Yeah, Godzilla was in a few comics. He killed Superman recently.
He did kill Superman recently.
Yeah, just dead.
Which is crazy. I mean, imagine being Godzilla and killing Superman.
Imagine killing Superman. Although that's a weird thing that really shouldn't happen. But hey, I did.
Dark side over in the corner.
But anyways, I want to be talking about kind of my pitch for an alternate timeline type of Godzilla movie that I haven't seen that I think could be really cool.
Alrighty.
So here's how I'm gonna kind of just describe the plot of the movie as we go on. I'm gonna kind of let you all figure where I'm going and just jump in whenever you see something or you feel like something's just off.
Okay.
But here's where we're starting, right? We're in space. Yeah.
All right, it's already off. I don't think Godzilla involves space.
No. Trust me.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, go. I'm sorry.
We'll let you go.
Feel the plot. Okay. So we're in space. We're currently following this general of a alien military, right? He's walking into a room and he's discussing. He walks into this room. They're having this big heated discussion. They're talking about how finite the resources are on this planet. They've been struggling. They don't really have anything, but they're an intergalactic group. They're fresh into their intergalactic empires. They're trying to expand out to other planets, and they finally found one that they think could be very sustainable for a population. But they've got to figure out who do they send there. They've got to figure out how do they send people there, right? So they're drafting it up. Our general is like, "Hey, I've got a group. Let's send our boys in."
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty standard stuff so far. It's happened 100 times. Finite resources. We gotta send the aliens. Blah 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 blah. Well, we cut off from this general to kind of one of these soldiers that are inside of this guy's group. I don't have a name for him, but this soldier is kind of gonna be who we're gonna follow, similar to how in the first Godzilla movie, Jack Black.
I don't know.
We're following Jack Black.
That's insane.
Jack Black is this recruit's name. I love it.
It's not played by Jack Black. That's just his name.
No, he's not played by Jack Black. Yeah, but this character named Jack Black, who's not Jack Black, but he's named Jack Black, is in this group. One of the other guys is also played by Jack Black, by the way, but he's not Jack Black. His name is Steve Rogers.
He doesn't play as Jack Black. He just is Jack Black.
Yeah, he is Jack Black, the actor, not the character. The character Jack Black is our character, played by Johnny Depp.
Y'all are gonna give me an aneurysm. My brain's just gonna fry like a microwave with a potato in it.
Connor, it's simple.
So
Our
what
main
does Jack
character
Black
is
and his
Jack Black.
comrade, not Jack Black, what are they doing?
Okay, so they're in a squadron of around 8 to 10, as well as they're taking a group of like, what are they called? Imagine like Columbus. Okay, not exactly the best pick, but imagine like his group. They're settlers. That's the word. Thank you. They're settlers. Okay, so they have a group of about 30 settlers as well as 10 armed men to go with them, and they're going to this planet that they have assumed to be uninhabited by intelligent life. Why? Because there's no real radio frequencies coming from it. They get to the planet after like a multi-week, thing. So like they can't come back. It's like a one-way trip. They have to wait on fuel from the guys to come back. So it's
No,
like
I'm
a thing of like
assuming-
they have to wait.
I'm assuming the first like quarter to half of this movie is about them just getting to the planet.
Yeah, I'm thinking like the
Okay.
first quarter. This is like the
Quarter?
introduction. This is the
Okay.
prologue.
Cool.
So they get to the planet, right? Everything's going well. They're setting up their base. They're starting to move people out. And all of a sudden, like, as they're getting everything set up, they've been here for a couple days, they're getting ready, they start hearing shaking. Like, the ground starts shaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of them immediately runs off, starts checking, like, the seismogram, start checking for seismic activity. Nothing. It's just, like, standard from the Earth. Oh, I spilled it. Yeah, they're on Earth. Okay, they made it to Earth. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Very overgrown area. It's like a wooded area right now. They've landed in North America because everything happens in America. Landed in North America. There's really nothing where they've landed, but they've cleared this area out. They're living there, and they start hearing shaking. Well, as they're freaking out trying to figure out what's causing the shaking, one of the pedestrians, one of the settlers, looks up and sees this like giant spider-like creature kind of coming towards them.
Mm-hmm.
So- It's coming to them quickly. Our characters are like, "Oh no! Why are there actual creatures here?" And so they start like running off to their spaceships and biz and just they shoot it down. It's one of the spider-like creatures from the King Kong movie. I don't know if you've seen Kong Skull Island. I know Connor, you have it. I don't know if you've seen it.
I
Tyler.
have not.
It's one of
I
those.
think I know what you're talking about. It's like just like a really big.
Yeah, I think
spider.
I've seen clips of them. But...
Big spider. They killed it with an AK. They can kill it with their laser blasters, right?
Yeah.
So they kill this thing. It lets out a screech as it dies. It falls over. Blah blah blah. Whatever. A couple days go by. They're feeding on this thing at this point. This is food. Yeah, the settling's going great. The settlers are happy. The military men are radioing back. They're like, "Hey, this place is great. Lush resources. I mean, anything you could want." It's kind of hard to move around though. So that's gonna be my ploy of like why they haven't gotten around, because I have a plot point coming up later. But the ploy of why they haven't gotten around is it's just really hard to get around because you're in the lush forest of like North America. If you're not used to that, you're not gonna get around easy. Like imagine the bears. But we've reached the half point of the movie at this point, and that's where he shows up.
Okay.
So this is where the movie turns from a colonization to survival movie to holy crap, this is now a horror movie pretty much. Because I'm imagining, like at this point they've settled, the creature that sent out the scream, well, as it so happens, Godzilla has this ability in like a lot of the movies to sense where all of the like titans, where all the kaiju are.
Mm-hmm.
He would have noticed one was downed. He didn't do that.
Yeah.
So that means something killed him. So he's gone to investigate. He gets there. Godzilla gets there and finds his settlement, right?
Detective Godzilla.
Detective Godzilla.
A
Here's
settlement
my
needs
twist.
our help.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Godzilla is played by Jack Black.
Peach.
But no. So I'm just imagining the scene, like where Godzilla first appears in the movie, is we're following our character Jack Black, who's not played by Jack Black, but he is Jack Black.
Right.
And once again, they hear boom, boom, but it's a lot louder this time, like a big shaking.
Mm-hmm.
And so they all prepare to their battle stations, thinking it's going to be another one of the spider creatures. They float up in their little ships, look out, and it's just this towering beast of Godzilla. And he's just staring down the like ships. And this comes the moment of, is he hostile or is he not? Because in a lot of the movies, Godzilla isn't inherently hostile to humans or hostile to people.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of get in his way.
Right.
I argue for this particular movie, it's better if Godzilla is hostile.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have Godzilla seeing the movement, running them down. Like, in the most recent Godzilla movies, he literally is shown to like sprint like a linebacker. Do you know how horrifying that would be?
That would be terrifying.
Yeah. So he sprints at them like a linebacker and starts blowing things up.
Right.
I think it would be even cooler to show off how powerful he is if he like just didn't even care and just like stomped on him and was just like walking away, didn't even care. And like, bro, we just killed that big spider thing and then a dinosaur stomped on us. What?
Well, the way Godzilla would probably do it, in my opinion, is he'd probably hit him with one of his like laser blast or whatever they're called.
Yeah, but you want to save those for the end of the movie.
That's true. That's why I said he kind of runs at them and just starts destroying things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or
I
you
get
could
it, I
just
get
stomp
it.
through them.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of just investigating the spider. He doesn't even like take note of them.
Yeah.
But I like the
just
idea that he's
stomps them.
inherently antagonistic, because then that leaves a thing of like our character's got to figure out how to survive.
I understand that. Yeah,
So
I get that.
I want to address the elephant in the room. Why aliens?
So that comes up later. So basically, way I have it is after Godzilla takes out this camp, our main character Jack Black, who's not Jack Black, but who's not played by Jack Black, but is Jack Black.
Mhm.
He gets out. He has to start kind of like making his way away from the woods, and he encounters his trials and tribulations. He
Mhm.
fights against more kaiju, runs from other kaiju, and has to keep avoiding Godzilla. But eventually, he gets to this giant clearing, and you look out along, and it's just giant like city, but ruined, like destroyed.
Okay, you're going the Planet of the Apes route, where it's like, oh,
I'm
this has
going
been
Planet of the Apes. Every human is dead. Like they're all dead. There
Okay.
may be some
Oh.
stragglers somewhere.
counter argument. Don't go aliens. What if you went like time traveler? Like someone from the past gets to the future.
You can do that.
Because aliens are
How
not going to
does
have an
that
emotional
work?
connect. Well, what I'm saying is like or you could like cryopod, however you wanted to do it. But aliens will have no emotional connection to Earth. And if some sort of traveler is just like, I've ended up in the woods, I don't know where I'm at or when I'm at, and like do the classic like Planet of the Apes plot twist, because I think like that reveal is not gonna it's not gonna feel as neat for an audience member if we're following aliens in a Godzilla film. I don't imagine.
See, I counter your counter with, let's imagine you're watching a movie
Mhm.
and you see this like group come into Earth, and you can see it's the blue marble, like it's Earth. You know it's Earth. They land there and they're exploring, right? And you're like, wait, what? Where are all the people? What's going on here? And then you see them exploring, and
Oh.
then boom, it's New York City, or it's like some big city, right?
Yeah.
I actually really do like that plot twist. That'd be neat.
My
I
only
feel
thing
like
with
it should come back around. Like I feel like maybe the aliens either die or something bad happens to them, and out of nowhere the humans come and save the day.
Well, the thing with kaijus is like they have to represent something. Like there's a quote like when does a big monster become a kaiju? It's when it has a message. And so Godzilla's always been a message of like, well, the atomic bomb and like that kind of representation of like humanity going too far and nature fighting back. So where is the message in this one to keep with like the
So-
traditional Godzilla themes?
my idea was kind of like with the alien species coming in was the idea of like nature won. The battle was fought, and you'll see clear like signs and scars of battle both on Godzilla and on the planet, because I want this to be like, I want them to explore basically all over this planet and keep getting halted by Godzilla or other kaiju.
Mm-hmm.
But I want it to be the idea of like, we messed with nature and lost, and now there's this other species who's trying to do the same thing, and the battle just keeps raging on.
I think it would be even cooler if our team of, you said it was 10? Well,
It
say they
was, yeah.
each have a squad of 3 people, and they're all spread around like important parts of the world, and like each of them like report to like the main hub, and we see like in scenes like all 10 of them talking, and slowly throughout the movie, maybe here and there like a couple of them disappear, and they're like, what happened? And it's like, yeah, they got killed by Godzilla, or like any of the other kaiju. But like by the end of the movie, I'm thinking we only have like half to like a quarter of everybody that was originally there.
No, absolutely. They're mostly dead. That's why I was thinking of having Jack Black, who's not played by Jack Black, but is Jack Black.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of having him be like the commander of the squad. And so that rather than like all of them radioing home, they all radio to him, then he radios home.
Okay.
Which is similar to how it would be like, similar to how it would be.
Another
Yeah.
thought, because again in my head, the relationship between Godzilla and humans is very important. What if it was astronauts?
Mm?
Like,
Like they've been like on the space station. haven't
or
heard
not
from
even they're on
them
the
in a
space station. Maybe
while.
like it's a moon colony or a Mars colony, and they don't hear from Earth anymore, right? It's been generations of no
Oh,
contact. and then they're going back. Because I think it's really important that you have that human Godzilla connection.
I could do that because instead of it being aliens from another system, it could be Mars colony. They've been separated from Earth for so long. The Martian colony is starting to struggle on resources, similar to how I was just talking. You get the same plot, but it's still humans.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that immediately helps tie it into a more traditional, like not traditional, but like hits with the main themes
And
of
you could
Godzilla.
get moments of you get moments of like Jack Black, who's not played by Jack Black, but is Jack Black, is back on like Earth, and he's seeing these places that he saw pictures of when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Of like these different cities.
Oh yeah, like
With these
because
different
like I'm assuming the
monuments.
Mars colony would like they'd probably be interested in Earth. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Where do we come from?
I mean, yeah, they
And they
know
could see,
about
like,
their history.
pictures of
But
Egypt and like waterfalls and like he would be super excited and would see all these things, but the aftermath, like you said,
Another
like,
question to
destroyed
ask:
New York City.
what about Mothra? Because I don't feel like Mothra would allow for something like this to happen.
see, that's a thing
I don't
of
know anything.
Mothra isn't a direct ally to people a lot of times. She is Godzilla's ally.
It
Really?
really? Because I always was under the impression that she was just kind of the protector of life.
She is more of a like. It's always weird because early Mothra was a straight up antagonist to Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Recent Mothra has been more of a beneficiary to Godzilla, but also when we first see Mothra in the recent movies, she like straight up takes out some guys. So she has been shown that if like in conflict, she would pick Godzilla over humanity, which is why the scenario of people are like they're trying to overtake nature again, as people tend to do,
Right.
and they lost the war, which is why like you'd have Mothra somewhere. I'm thinking you'd have Rodan somewhere.
Mhm.
You would have just all these other kaiju protecting their own little areas, and then Godzilla would just be the wanderer taking care of all of it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool if we went even further and gave them all like markings. Like it's been so long, and like nature had to fight so hard to get its planet back that like even the kaiju have markings. Like maybe Godzilla has like a white streak across his eyes, or like
I was definitely
discolored
imagining
skin.
scars for sure, as to show
Yeah.
kind of like that there was conflict, that something hurt him.
Yeah.
I was imagining like a big blast in the middle of his chest.
That could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think design wise, what would be the coolest?
A Harry
Yeah.
Potter style thunderbolt
And, like-
right across his forehead.
No, don't do that.
You're a wizard, Godzilla.
You're a wizard, Godzilla.
Okay, if Godzilla starts casting spells, I'm dying.
I mean, what do you
That's what's
think
gonna happen.
what do you think the breath
Abracadabra.
attack is?
Okay,
No,
the
that's
breath
just
attack is
Eldritch
not a
Blast.
spell. Yeah, that's like a force. If
And
I
are
watch
you
Godzilla
arguing
say,
that-
"Abracadabra,"
Are you arguing magic is not a force?
I'm arguing that magic is a bit more nuanced than I'm going to
saying-
fire hot blast.
That's fair.
Okay, you know how warlocks have to have a patron to have powers?
Mhm.
I would say Godzilla is a patron. That's how I would compare it.
You could. That could be interesting, actually. Like bit aside, you could have like the only remaining humans are like cultists who like literally spend their whole life trying to make the kaiju not kill them, and it's not like the
that
kaiju
is
care,
Cool.
but like
it is something that comes up.
yeah,
In Skull Island, is there's a tribe of people that like worship the Kongs, and have learned to communicate with the Kongs. Here's the thing though, is that doesn't work as much with the majority of kaiju, because literally, sounds not great. Their brains aren't big enough. Imagine
Right.
trying to talk to a lizard.
well, maybe it's not like a talk to. Maybe it's just a thing of like they'll leave out treats and hide like as like for them it's like it's an evil god that they have to appease, and obviously the kaiju
That-
just don't give a shit. They're just like, ooh, meat, delicious.
That's possible for sure. And you could have a thing of like the group of Martians managed to ally themselves with the Kongs, who have also been in hiding, because it has
Yeah.
been shown that the Kongs are able to hide from like the regular kaiju. And so you could have a thing of like this ally, and then like the battle starts again. But I really like the idea of like this is just a force of nature. You can't fight this. You can try, but you'll lose.
Yeah, but isn't that humanity though? Like we beat forces of nature. Like that's kind of our whole thing.
No, we
Yeah,
kind
and
of lose
sometimes
to
we
that.
need to lose, Connor. Like
No, humans first, humanity first, humanity.
No, you're so wrong. I would much prefer in this movie that humanity gets waffle stomped and
But
nature
all I'm
finally
saying is-
prevails.
is like I love the idea of like a living embodiment of the force of nature. Because like
That's fair.
imagine this, right, Connor? Imagine this. Let's say you have as much prep as you can possibly get.
Yeah.
You have to beat in a fight Yellowstone erupting. You're right next to it. You have to beat it.
I mean,
How much preparation?
I could do it easy. If I have infinite preparation time, easy day.
Yeah? And how would you
Yeah.
do that?
Big wall.
You would stop it.
Yeah, I could stop it.
Yeah, just big.
You would
wall.
have to stop it. That's the only choice you
Just
have.
a big cork. Just put a big
Or,
cork
I mean,
in the middle
you
of
said
it.
I have to survive.
Yeah, you
say
didn't
anybody
clarify
else
anybody
can
else.
survive.
I said you had to beat it.
Beat it, so I have to stop it. From
Alrighty.
exploding.
So I'm gonna
That's the
drop an
only way.
atomic bomb inside of it. That'll fix the
That's-
problem.
Yeah, that's gonna make it blow up harder.
No. It's like fighting fire with fire. It never goes wrong.
All right.
No, that you need
Jay,
to fire square. What's
Jay,
up
have you
there?
ever played Terraria?
I've played bits of it. Why?
Okay, there's this item called the infinite water bucket.
Oh.
I just
But-
turned that upside down over the volcano.
Yeah, no. Tyler's got a point.
But I don't think it would be like cold enough.
So you
And
know,
if
like
you let out
Neptune.
infinite water on Earth, I hate to break it to you, that's still gonna,
No, it's only on the volcano.
Yeah, just only on the way. Then you just
how are
fix
you gonna
it. You
stop
just-
infinity, brother?
Because eventually, the volcano, all of the magma would be cool, and it
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
form like a
How do you
crust.
and then you just
stop
turn off the
infinity?
bucket. You just turn it off.
erupt.
How do you turn off
then you just-
infinity?
You
Carefully.
just turn it upright.
You can't pick it up. It's infinite.
No.
You turn it upside down, and it just infinitely pours out water. Or then when you turn it right side up, there's no more water.
Yeah,
But it holds infinite mass. You can't.
it's more
it
like a
can't exist.
portal. It's like an opening.
It's
It's not
okay.
something we can make.
Imagine I
That's what you
put
think.
a
That's
cup
not natural.
in the ocean, and then I turn it upside down. Well, that ocean infinitely flows out until I turn it upright, and then it just sits in the top of the.
And that's how you lower sea levels. Yeah,
That's okay,
but you
that's
just
fine.
blocked up. All you did was block off the top. It's still building the pressure.
I mean, yeah, but that's not my problem for another 500 years. That gives me 500 more years of prep time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I guess.
And then-
I,
Yeah,
And
you
then
said
500
infinite prep
500 years
time. All right,
comes, I'll
like
be dead.
Sure.
Like-
I don't think that solves the problem at all. That just kind of delays it. But he's gonna keep delaying
I'll
it.
be dead by the time it needs to be fixed again.
yeah, and humanity will survive generation by generation.
400 or 500 years, and then somebody will have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Somebody will figure it
Yeah.
out. That's smarter than me. Like
Not my problem.
you know.
That's kind of like what I think of like Godzilla being in this movie would be like. Like I think
Not
of
my
like you have to
problem.
just kind of avoid it,
yeah.
make it somebody else's problem.
But yeah.
Dude, what if they figured out a way to like lead him to like other places? So say the like whatever, they have to like fight something, and they're like, dude, we can't fight this. It's like, okay, but what if we just like make Godzilla target it?
I think that's what they do in most Godzilla films, right?
That is what they do
Really?
in most of the films, yeah.
Oh,
Because like
Well-
that was my
Oh.
idea for the aliens was bringing up Ghidorah again, but
I feel like Ghidorah needs to be dead by that point, though.
there's Ghidorah's an alien.
Yeah.
Like he
More
comes from
Ghidorahs.
somewhere else. So we could just bring more Ghidorahs. And I'm imagining a souped up like Godzilla here. I'm not imagining just your
Yeah.
standard rinky-dink Godzilla. I'm talking about like him.
what's
Okay.
the color of his laser in this one? Because it's been a lot
Purple.
of different colors over the years.
Oh,
It's
not,
gotta be purple.
not the purple.
I think
Not
he would be
Barbie
cool.
Godzilla. I like
So,
Barbie,
I think it'd be cool to be
but
white
like
with like a glitch effect almost.
That
If
could
you
be
if you
cool.
understand what I'm, like TV static. No, sorry. Where it's like the color line.
I know what you're talking about. It would depend on like the style
It's like
that
a
we're
thousand
going
of
with.
the like
Yeah.
regular colored lines. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
take those and put them throughout the. Yeah, that's true. Because if it's like really realistic, that wouldn't fit that
the
well.
kind of like the Bifrost
Bifrost.
from Marvel.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That could be really cool.
Here's my one thing. If there's survivors, then you can do a romance between Jack Black, who's not Jack
No!
Black, and a little survivor, and it can be cute. Because every movie needs a
Okay,
romance.
Jack Black is a female protagonist, and they date not Jack Black, who is actually Jack Black, but in the movie he isn't Jack Black.
So what is
Now
not
I'm
Jack Black, but
confused.
played by Jack Black's name?
Yeah.
I think it should be not Jack Black.
His name's not Jack. Well, that wouldn't make sense. What if his name is like?
No.
What if his name is like?
His
Steve?
name is never
Hold on.
addressed.
Okay, whatever his name is, if it isn't addressed, it's even better. But whatever it is, it has to be the initials NJB.
I like it. NJB.
So like Nathaniel James Bartholomew. And everybody just calls him Nate.
And ever so often you just get someone say, "Yeah, that's not Jack Black." It's like, "Sir, I need to speak with Jack Black." No, that's not Jack Black.
Oh, it's like, "Oh, I need to speak with Jack Black," and they look over at
actual Jack Black.
What was his name? What did I name him? Nate. They look over at Nate and they're like, "No, that's Nate. That's not Jack Black."
And so Nate, who's Jack Black but not Jack Black, is dating Jack Black, who's not Jack Black but played by Jack Black, right?
Now I'm confused. Can I get one of those "I'm my own grandpa" charts?
Jack Black is Jack Black, the female protagonist.
Yes, Jack Black's not Jack Black. She's not played by Jack Black.
Is dating.
But her name's Jack Black.
Nathaniel James Bartholomew.
Bond.
James Bond,
Okay.
sure.
Wait,
James Bond
Nathaniel
Bartholomew.
James Bond Bartholomew.
who are we casting as
Jack
who are we
Black?
casting
Who
as
is Jack Black?
who are we casting as Jack Black who named Jack
Who are we
Black that is
casting
not
as
Jack Black?
Yeah. I think as Jack Black we should cast the
We should cast Jack Black's wife.
for Laura Croft. I don't
Oh,
remember her name.
wait, the new Laura Crofts or the old, like the classic Tomb Raiders?
The new one.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like Angelina Jolie, and I was gonna be
No.
like, that's crazy. That would be a crazy combination.
That would be a crazy combination, but no.
Wait,
I was
no.
thinking
What if
no.
we-
Jennifer Lawrence? That's
What if we cast
Jennifer
Dwayne the Rock Johnson playing as female Jack Black, who is not actor Jack Black?
no, because
He is the female Jack Black.
because if you cast him, then he's going to have to be able to beat up Godzilla. He won't allow himself to lose.
No, because they're
Yeah,
both
that's
contractually obligated to win.
Oh,
so,
you got a point. It's gonna be
So it
just
cancels
Fast
out.
and Furious.
and since it's a Godzilla movie, he's again, you're not gonna fight a tornado. You know?
I don't know. The Rock might. The Rock might
The
try.
Rock is just gonna run like Jumanji.
It's a sequel
I
to that
couldn't
one
have.
monkey movie with the white monkey. What was it called?
Right.
Planet of the Apes?
No, it was about a kaiju monkey based
yeah,
on
I
a
know what
video
you're talking
game.
about. Is it-
Rampage.
Rampage, right? Because I wanted to watch it recently, but it said it was free, so I tried to click on it and it said pay $3.99, so I just left.
Yeah, it was just
Oh.
knockoff Godzilla because it was based on a game that was based on a knockoff Godzilla. No.
It was
Here
a
you
fun
go.
movie, but yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Oh,
That's
wait,
who you bring
I
in.
know that game, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Donkey
backstory for
Kong?
how I knew that game. No,
Donkey Kong is
Rampage.
Jack Black?
Wait, what?
No, that's what Connor said.
No, I said Donkey Kong should be the villain.
No, the villain's Godzilla.
Well, no, Donkey Kong should be the
Godzilla's
hero
not
to
a
fight
villain.
Godzilla.
He's a hero.
What do you mean Donkey Kong's gonna fight Godzilla? There's like different weight classes. Donkey
No,
Kong's
no.
like
Donkey Kong got
8
that
foot
speed
tall.
advantage.
Donkey Kong is like 8 to 12 feet tall. Godzilla is like 200 to 400.
I mean,
feet
once you're
tall.
past 12 feet tall, you're all the same size, right? Like,
no.
Okay.
That's like saying once you're under 6 foot, you're all the same height.
That's like me putting Galactic versus Spider-Man. Like, sure, Spider-Man's Spider-Man, but like, it's Galactic.
I love the character Galactic and not Galactus.
Oh
Freaking
my
nerd.
god.
All right, with that though,
With
we should
that-
probably
Yeah,
we should probably end this off.
yeah.
That's my pitch. That's all I wanted to really say
Yeah.
about.
So,
Planet
I
of
think
the
they did really good.
Let me get a
Godzillas.
rundown real quick. So we
Yeah,
have
I got
Jack
you.
Black, the female protagonist played by Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
Yeah.
is dating. These are, by the way, these are explorers from Mars, and they're
Yeah.
dating Jack Black, but he's not
Nate.
Jack Black. His name is Nate.
Yep.
James Bond. Bartholomew.
Nathaniel James Bond Bartholomew, who is played by Jack Black, but he's not Jack Black.
Right.
They
okay.
go to
I just
the
wanted to
Earth,
make sure.
which has been destroyed by Godzilla,
Mhm.
played by Jack Black.
Okay.
Godzilla's voice actor is Jack Black. He never says an actual word; it's just listed in the credits.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
No. Whenever he does shoot the laser beam, it's just Jack Black screaming.
He charges up the. Dum, dum, dum,
No.
dum, dum.
You know the Jack Black,
Oh.
the Tenacious D song video game? It's just a.
Oh.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
We.
Fleabadoo. Blee.
I don't destroy humanity. Anyways, this is going off the rails. As always, check out just Google us. Hopefully, find our other social media. We have it. We probably won't post on it yet, but we might have. You should look and see. By
When are you
now, we
posting the
might
Jack
have.
Black fan art, by the way.
Jack Black fan art? Yeah, we can try and make some Jack Black fan art and put it on one of our social medias.
I don't know about that. That
sounds like a-
really rough.
sounds like a
Jack
really
Black
good-
fan art, guys.
Yeah. I'll just
You
do a
get it from
really
the,
bad
picture.
Photoshop of Jack Black on Godzilla's head. But no, so check us out. We are the Reboot Roundtable. We will see you next week. Goodbye.